Game of Life 8, these are the directions for how to do the smart shopping activity for it's week 1. Well, it's the first week of the first unit, so week 2 technically. But what you're going to be doing, you guys are looking for, it's just called Smart Shopping on Google Classroom. I just put the Everfi thing just to kind of remind me and hopefully you that we're using that website again. So if you go to Google Classroom, we're going to find the Smart Shopping. Just like with the Welcome Mayor, it'll be hosted on a Google Doc where you're going to be putting your answers. But then you'll be using that website in order to do the activity. So again, here's a link to log into Everfi. You would have already made an account with them. And if you haven't yet, that's why I continued with their stuff. It might even remember your login, apparently. Who knew? But if you need that code, the code is there again to register. And I already kind of talked about that in a previous video, so you can go back and find that. Otherwise, you should just be able to click that link and log in, and you're looking for now Smart Shopping this time, not Welcome Mayor, because we would have already done that. When you get there, this is what the course will look like for you kids. Oh, I had it pulled up here. You guys are doing number 2, so you're doing Smart Shopping. You're helping this little tyke, I guess.
Another email for you, Mayor. Take a look.
Let me mute that. I'm not going to go through this whole thing. I just kind of want to pop or highlight some important points of what's going on here. So kind of your task or your goal is you're helping this kid, David, try and redecorate his room given his budget that he has. So he saved up some money from his allowance it talks about, and you're going to have to decide some stuff for in terms of what he wants to buy. So when you get to his room, there's some different questions I'm going to ask you about. Based on all the items, you determine what's a want, what's a need. It'll kind of talk to you about what those are as well, and you're going to be answering those questions. At one point, you're going to see a screen like this that's here, and you're going to have to categorize, like on a spectrum, the items he wants to buy versus their wants or needs. Which one's the closest to a need versus a want? I do want you to take a screenshot of your final product. And if you don't know how to do that, I would just Google screenshot on Chromebook. I never know what the name of this key is called, but this is the picture I always use when I'm showing students. So it's going to be control, and then I call it the tab switch button. You can also, that'll take a whole screen. If you want just partial, it's control, shift, and then tab, and then you can kind of pick the area that you want to screenshot. So either of those will help. But I do want you to take a screenshot. Let me get back to it. You're going to be talking about his budget, so you're going to be learning a little bit about that and just budgets in general. So there's some questions about that. And when you get to here, I want to say it's like right here. Maybe it's no. It's here. You're actually going to go to the mall and buy his stuff. Now, this is a timed activity. So when I did, I was like hustling and bustling and trying to beat I think at 15 minutes. And I was kind of nervous about that. So I don't have a ton of questions throughout the shopping experience because you're going to be shopping for him. But do these at the end. So once you're done shopping and you get back to his redecorated bedroom, then answer these questions so that we don't stress. And all the budgeting tips and some of the things that you should have done, apparently when you were in the mall, they'll go over again in his bedroom. The lady Ann, I think, is your assistant. She'll talk to you about it. And that's how you can answer these as well as the reflection questions. And then there's a 10-question assessment is what they call it. And I want you to take a screenshot of that. If for whatever reason, you get past that, like let's say you clicked on an accident, you can click the 3 lines apparently and go to score. And then they will, oh, that's not what I want. I thought you could look at it, maybe not. Okay, oh, I can look at the reflection questions apparently. Maybe because I'm logged in, I was logged in under my different account, but you should be able to go back is what I'm trying to say. And view your answers. If not, I think your teacher can usually look at your answers too. Like I made a student account in here. Yeah, I can. There's my student account. I can go and view their answers with there's a reports button. Yeah. So no worries if you don't get that last part because it'll be provided for you. But that's kind of the second activity for this week. Hopefully that made sense. Bye-bye.